Well, hey there, and welcome to Board to Learn, the channel dedicated to helping you learn how to play your new games faster. My name is Kent, and today we're looking at Project L, a polyomino puzzle-solving strategy game for 1 to 4 players. So meet me at the table, and we'll get started. Project L is a puzzle-building game where players use polyomino pieces to complete puzzle cards. As you solve puzzles, you'll earn points and unlock new shapes, building a better set of pieces that lets you tackle bigger and more complex puzzles throughout the game. To set up, start by taking all the white puzzle cards and creating a face-down draw deck. Place the deck in the middle of the table. Then, based on player count, do the same with the black puzzle cards. Refer to the chart here or on page 2 of the rulebook. Place this deck below the white puzzle cards. Return any unused black puzzle cards to the box. Reveal the top 4 cards from each deck and place them in 2 face-up rows. Create a reserve with all the polyomino shapes in the middle of the table. Take the player mats and shuffle them together, making sure the mat with the first player indicator is included. Deal 1 player mat to each player and place it in front of you. Every player starts with the level 1 and level 2 piece. These are yellow and green. You can refer to your player mat to see what each piece looks like and what level it is. Take the 2 starting pieces and form a personal supply close to your player mat. The player who was dealt the first player mat will start the game, and play will continue clockwise from there. With that, the setup is complete. On your turn, you may take up to 3 actions. You may repeat actions, or take 3 different actions. It's up to you. There are 5 possible actions to choose from. Take a puzzle, take a level 1 piece, upgrade a piece, place a piece on one of your puzzles, or the master action. Let's look at how each one works. The take a puzzle action is just that. Take a puzzle from one of the 2 rows and place it in one of the available slots above your player mat. You'll notice there are 4 puzzle slots. This means you can only have 4 unfinished puzzle cards at a time. After taking a puzzle, refill the row from the matching deck. While we're talking about puzzle cards, let's take a moment to look at a few. The white puzzles are easier to solve. Their point value is lower, but they will help you build up a shape supply quickly. The black puzzles are worth more points, but are much harder to solve. Looking at each puzzle, we see a 5x5 grid. The recessed white area of the puzzle is where you will place polyomino shapes to try and solve it. In the upper left will sometimes appear a point value for the completed puzzle. On the right is the shape you will receive as a reward for completing the puzzle. When choosing which puzzle to take, remember that a puzzle will take up space on your mat until it is completed. The more quickly you finish puzzles, the faster your shape supply will grow. Let's move on to the next action. To take a level 1 piece, remove a yellow piece from the reserve and add it to your supply. If there are no yellow level 1 pieces available in the reserve, you cannot take this action and must choose a different one. To upgrade a piece, first choose a piece from your supply. Return that piece to the reserve and take any piece 1 level higher from the reserve and add it to your supply. If there are no pieces of any shape in the reserve that are 1 level higher, you may skip to the next available level. You may also choose to exchange a shape of the same level or lower rather than upgrading. When you choose to place a piece from your supply into a puzzle, you may rotate or flip the piece to make it fit into the recessed area. It may not overlap other pieces or go outside the grid of the puzzle. Once placed, pieces are locked in place. You cannot remove or rearrange them until the puzzle is completed. The last action you can take is the master action. This action may only be performed once per turn. When you perform the master action, place up to 1 piece on each puzzle above your player mat. The pieces must all come from your supply, and they must be there before you start this action. To recap, on your turn you may take up to 3 actions. The actions to choose from are: take a puzzle, take a level 1 piece, upgrade a piece, place a piece on one of your puzzles, and the master action. With the exception of the master action, which can only be performed once, you may repeat any of these actions until you have taken a total of 3 actions in a turn. If you complete 1 or more puzzles during an action, finish resolving that action first, then clean up the completed puzzles as follows. Remove all of the pieces from the puzzle and place them back into your personal supply. Place the puzzle card face up to the left of your player mat to form a victory point pile. Then take the reward piece, shown on the puzzle, from the reserve. If that exact piece isn't available, you may instead take any piece of the same level. If none of that level remain, take a piece 1 level higher. When the black puzzle deck runs out, meaning there are still 4 puzzles in the row, but the draw deck is gone, this triggers the end game. When this happens, finish the round so that all players have taken the same number of turns. Then play one final round. When the final round is complete, players can choose to put some finishing touches on their unfinished puzzles still on their player mats. To do this, place any number of pieces from your supply onto your unfinished puzzles. Do not collect the reward piece from any puzzles you finish. Subtract 1 point for each piece you placed from your final score. Once all players have finished, add up your points from your completed puzzles and subtract any points from the finishing touches. The player with the most points wins the game. If there's a tie, the player who completed more puzzles takes the victory. Still tied, the player with more pieces wins. If you're somehow still tied after that, share the victory. And that's how to play Project L. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing to learn more great games. Turn the bell on to be notified of my latest videos. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll do my best to respond. And remember, it's not just how you play, it's how much fun you have. I'll see you next time on Board to Learn. Well, hey there, and welcome to Board to Learn. My name is Kent, and today we're looking at Project L, a polyomino puzzle solving. If there are no yellow level 1 pieces available, you may also choose to exchange a shape of the same level or level. They will help you build up your shape supply quickly. To take a level 1 piece, remove a yellow level 1. To take a level 1 piece, remove a yellow level 1. To take a level yellow.
This is the most awesome section ever.